What up, what up, what up? How are y'all doing? I'm doing great as usual. Where's Waldo? You remember that little book? Where's Waldo? Now it is, where is Lomachenko? Where's Lomachenko? That's the question. Where's Lomachenko? That's the question. And who asked that question? None other than your boy Devin Haney. The one kid who can't seem to get a fight if his life depended on it. Can't get a fight, this kid Devin Haney. So after he's called out Ryan Garcia, after he seems like Linares and Golden Boy don't want him to fight, after Fortuna, I don't know, he's on PBC. Is he really going to come to the zone? Looked like that had a good chance of happening. So a fed up Devin Haney today posted on social media, where is Loma? That's a good question. Where the hell is Loma? You don't see him at any of the fights, even the top-ranked fights. I know Teofimo Lopez was at Oscar Valdez versus Burchell. Maybe that's why he wasn't at that fight. But you'd figure he'd be around these top-ranked cards somewhere, saying something. We know he had shoulder surgery after the Teofimo Lopez fight, which he lost in a close decision. And that was back in October 17th, I believe. So where is Loma? That was the question asked. The question was asked, and he answered. Well, unfortunately for Devin Haney, this is going to be another fight that you ask for and cannot get. Why do I say that, Devin Haney? Is because your promoter pissed off Lomachenko's promoter, and Lomachenko's promoter, Mr. Bob Arum, instead of acting like a grown-up, he's in Las Vegas sulking like a little girl, little schoolgirl. So now Bob Arum's going to hold a grudge against Eddie, and Bob Arum knows that Lomachenko and Devin Haney would be a great fight. But, unfortunately, Bob is not going to let him go to the zone and fight. Maybe Haney could go to ESPN and fight Loma, but who knows? So that's what's going on with a couple fighters in the lightweight division. Where is Lomachenko? And the reason why that question was asked today is because, like I said, Devin Haney can't seem to find a fight to save his life. And one of the reasons why we're in this predicament is by that other little social media weirdo, Ryan Garcia. Let's have a fight and fight Luke Campbell to become the mandatory for the WBC championship. Let's have that fight so that the winner can fight the champion, who is Devin Haney. But as soon as you win that fight, Ryan Garcia, all of a sudden, you don't want to fight nobody except Gervonta Tank Davis and Manny Pacquiao. Nobody else you want to fight. You ain't going to fight nobody else. Well, then in my eyes, Ryan Garcia, you are retired. Because you will not fight Manny Pacquiao. Because he will pound your head in. And you are the last golden boy that Oscar De La Hoya has. You will not fight Tank Davis because PBC hates DAZN, and they will not let one of their stars come to DAZN and fight. Maybe you could get that fight if you agreed to go to PBC and pay-per-view. But then it goes back to, is Oscar De La Hoya going to let you do that? And Ryan Garcia and his team know that just as well as I do. Both of those scenarios is very unlikely to happen. I would say less than 5% chance of happening. It would probably bump up to like 30% if you were willing to go to PBC and fight. So why not Ryan Garcia make the Devin Haney fight? You fought and eliminated to become mandatory. I mean, what the hell are we doing here in these divisions? Between 135 and 130, we got at least 10 great fights that can happen. And we're not going to see one of them. We're not going to see one. We're not going to see one. We have Teofimo Lopez fighting against George Kambosos. George Kambosos, if you don't know, is an undefeated 19-0 fighter. And he is fighting Teofimo Lopez because he is the IBF mandatory challenger for the title. And we all saw what happened with Teofimo Lopez and Kambosos going to the purse bids. Trillo on the purse bids. So Teofimo Lopez is set to make his highest payday to fight a mandatory. And after Teofimo Lopez just went through Nakatani, just went through Richard Comey, and just went through Vasyl Lomachenko, the man who's missing, in action, we as fans and you as haters can't even hate on Teofimo Lopez for taking this fight with George Kambosos. So take him out of the picture. The rest of these fools at these lower weight classes, the 135 and 130s, you need to fight each other. You need to fight each other. Ryan Garcia, stop pretending that you're going to get $20 million fights and out of this world imagination situations that are never going to happen. Fight Devin Haney. Lomachenko's going to come back and probably fight Nakatani because it's top rank. Because I'm pretty sure, like I said, Bob Arum ain't going to let Lomachenko fight Haney. So, Haney asking where Loma is that's pretty much useless. Haney's down to 3 options. Well, really 2. Because Ryan Garcia, in my mind, is retired because he said he doesn't want any other fight except Davis Pacquiao. So in my mind, Ryan Garcia is retired. You're not going to get that Haney's not going to get that Gervonta Davis fight. So who do you fight? Fortuna or Jorge Linares? Well, according to Devin Haney, he sent the contract and Jorge Linares hasn't signed the contract. And even if he gets a Jorge Linares fight, I think that's a great fight. But there's a handful of better fights out there for him. But he just can't get the fights. I don't understand it. So this was just a quick video of where is Lomachenko. Lomachenko has been out since October 17th. After his loss, he has a busted up shoulder. I'm assuming he got surgery on it. I'm assuming he has to heal. And what are Lomachenko's options when he comes back? Well, like I said, Shakur Stevenson looks like he's going to be fighting Oscar Valdez, I would think. So who does that leave for Lomachenko? Richard Comey? Richard Comey's coming off a win. Will he fight Lomachenko? They were supposed to fight in the past, but it never happened. Who else could he fight? And Nakatani, Richard Comey, Burchelt can't fight. Mauricio Suleiman just said that Burchelt has an order of no activity for at least 90 days. Not even training. Not working out. Not nothing. They want him to rest after his brutal knockout to Oscar Valdez. Now, Lomachenko ain't going to fight Oscar Valdez because he's coming off a loss. So what Lomachenko needs to do is come back, get in that win column. Whether you fight Richard Comey, whether you fight Nakatani. Nakatani is a big 135-pounder, tall. But I think people out there need to stop sleeping on Lomachenko. He lost a close fight to a great fighter. He's not done. He's not done. Yes, he's getting a little bit old, but his skill set can carry him through a lot of these fighters. I still have Lomachenko as my number 3 in and around that 135 and 130 pound division. Now, if Lomachenko comes back and gets a win, maybe that sets him up for the winner of Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez if they fight. So, Devin Haney was the one who prompted me to make this video real quick. I have a whole list of notes that I've been taking down, and I was going to go live earlier today, but you know how that goes. You get busy, and you just don't have time to do it. And by the time I'm making this video, it's about 11:15 on the East Coast, so I don't want to go live this late at night. So I'm probably going to go live tomorrow around 6 p.m. and talk more about the divisions, 126, 130, 135, what's going on and what are the reasons why we're in these predicaments of these guys not fighting each other. Some of the reasons are because of the fighters. Some of the reasons are because of the politics of boxing, the promotional companies. And some of the reasons are, quite frankly, the belts, the IBF, the WBC, the WBA, the WBO, all their rules, the mandatories, people losing belts on scales, people losing belts to draws. I mean, it's just crazy. So I'm probably going to go live and talk more about the lower weight classes tomorrow and all the big names and what the hell is going on. So, Lomachenko, where are you? I think he's going to be back soon after he rests up, and he's limited on his options, I truly believe. Richard Comey, Nakatani, if he gets a win out of either one of those fights, it might set him up to drop back down to 130 and fight Oscar Valdez or Shakur Stevenson or whoever has that belt on the top rank side. And who knows? I believe Lomachenko can still make the 126-pound division. And then we all know that, I believe, coming up shortly is the Carl Frampton and Heron fight, title fight. So there's plenty of options, and I'm going to break it all down tomorrow when I go live, probably around 6 p.m. East Coast time. But, yeah. Everybody, you know what to do out there. Please like and subscribe and share the video. This video's bandwagon fight that I'm going to tell you about is between Timothy Bradley and Ruslan Provodnikov. Now, Ruslan Provodnikov is a badass Russian fighter. I don't know how he made those weight limits that he did, the 147-pound division, because the guy looked like he was 180 pounds in there. He's had many great fights. But check out the fight with him and Timothy Bradley. It's a great fight. And then after you watch those, check out some of his other fights. It was toe-to-toe action. And these are the type of fights that make you come to boxing and become a fan. So, everybody out there, peace and love. Moore's House.